George Orwell said that the day will come when speaking the truth will take great courage. Speaking the truth will take great courage. What's interesting today with the aggressive woke agenda and cancel culture, where they attempt to cancel truth in order to enforce the new world order of identity politics. Everybody's scared to have an opinion. Everybody's scared to hold principle to principally to universal standards of values, because we are living, as George Orwell says, in an era when speaking the truth will take great courage. If you remember, the emperor has no clothes, where the emperor was walking around naked, and the masses were so deceived, the masses were so brainwashed, that people were saying, look how beautiful the emperor looks. It took a child to say the emperor hasn't got fine linen on. The emperor is naked. And suddenly people, almost as if they're woken from the spell, people started to say the emperor is naked. The emperor has no clothes on. It took a child to break into that madness, into that darkness, into that craziness, that hysteria. The emperor is naked. The world is in a state of spiritual nakedness, where people are scared to stand for truth. People are scared to stand for Christ and his gospel. What's interesting with all this nakedness, you look at the church today with a false revival and demonic deliverance. They talk about the power of God, but yet they leave it shut away in the private corners while the world goes crazy. Promoting the emperor ideology. If the church revival was so real, if the church revival was really built on the power of God and confidence, the Bible tells us we should be the salt of the earth. Instead, the church has resorted themselves into stage magic tricks and targeting people who have mental health issues rather than really dealing with challenging a world that has gone crazy. The church focusing on people who have mental traumas, because that way they can play it safe and pretend that they're practicing deliverance. Really? If there was a real deliverance and real revival, you would see it throughout the world. The world would not be in a state that she's in today. And in fact, this idea of Christian revival, it's not scriptural, because the Bible says in the last days, it will get worse. So I'm going to do another video regarding this fake Christian revival. In fact, my book goes into it. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with real revivalism. The church has gone through many reformations and revivalism, and the world has gone worse. So this revivalism is unscriptural. However, when you look at the cancel culture, wokeism, where you can say every white person is a racist, every white person, no matter how beautiful their heart is, no matter how genuine they are, you begin to realize there's something not quite right. If you look at the seed of discord, gays don't get on with lesbians, lesbians don't get on with trans, yet, we are supposed to be celebrating this new world order of the love vibration. There's more hate in this world than there is good. Since wokeism, since cancel culture, there's more hate in this world than there is good. Because Satan cannot give love but destruction. He counterfeits it with his craziness. But no one trusts anyone anymore. It's very difficult these days to make genuine friendship because people don't trust. The peacefulness of humanity is broken down. Everyone perceives everyone to be a threat. You say the wrong word and you get done for hate speech. Just for having a healthy conversation, you can get done for hate speech. And as a result, no one trusts anyone. So we go with the rhetoric. If someone says something absurd, that a cat could give birth to a dog, people happily agree to it. You begin to realize something is wrong when you can defy biology and physics for the liberal agenda. You're not allowed to think critically. You know something is wrong when you're not allowed to think critically. You can no longer say there's only two sexes. You can't say that anymore. You begin to realize the world has gone crazy. You begin to realize the emperor has no clothes on. The world has stopped thinking rationally, intelligently, because they're scared they'll be done for hate speech. So you go along with the agenda. The emperor isn't naked. Doesn't he look lovely? Look at his fine silk. You know he's naked, but you're terrified to expose his nakedness. Because you're terrified at the end of the day, you'll lose your job. So you'll go on with this madness. You'll go on with this craziness. Oh, look how lovely the emperor looks. Look at his fine stitches. And you know he's naked. Naked as a cucumber. But you won't question the depravity and the breakdown of this world. The logic that has broken this world down. You won't question it. You know something is wrong. But this zombie apocalypse, where people's brains have gone to sleep, and all this will do, there'll be a backlash. You can't go on with this madness. The church has gone to sleep. The church, they've joined this new world order, this love vibration. Don't think critically. It's all about love. It's all about love. So the church has joined this new world order because they want to get paid. So it's in their interest that they can maintain their preaching license. Well, let's just pray for them, gently and softly, like a snowflake. Oh, aren't they lovely? Oh, a cat. I've just heard a cat can give birth to a dog. Beautiful. The love vibration. This is what the church has now come to. And they talk about revival and casting out demons. They're cowards. The Christian churches, they're cowards. And that's the reason why many people are having their kids homeschooled and they're worshiping God at home. Because when you look at the way the world is, they'll end up brainwashing you. You end up associating with them, you end up being brainwashed with their standards, their low standards. The emperor has no clothes on, and many people are believing that he's fully clothed, and he's not. He's naked. But the mass hypnosis is as such that people are scared to think. The early churches, they could have been terrified to take on the world. The early church, they themselves faced this wokeism, this cancel culture, where you could not preach Christ, resurrection. You couldn't preach it. But the early church says, no, I'm not going to fall for this nonsense. I'm going to stand for the truth. And many Christians, in fact, all Christ's disciples, all of them, they died a martyr's death because they refused to get on board with this cancel culture, this wokeism. They refused. And all Jesus Christ's disciples died for speaking the truth. The church, many Christians today, they won't die. They won't suffer persecution because many will just go ahead with this love vibration. They have no problem whatsoever. But those who stand on the truth and says, no, I refused to be brainwashed. I refuse to go along with this liberal agenda, the Satanic agenda. They will end up being killed or going to prison. The time has come and it's getting short. Wake up.